captain, but one of the lesser captains. He calls for this captain. He brings the young man he tells the centurion to bring the young man to the chief captain, for he has something to tell him. And so the centurion is going to take Paul's nephew. He's going to take him to the Roman chief captain. He's going to tell him of the plot of these men to kill Paul. And the chief captain is going to believe this man. And he's going to tell him, he's going to say, leave from this place, but do not tell anybody that you did. And then the Roman chief captain is going to prepare immediately a way for Paul to get out of there. And he's going to provide for him quite a escape route here. I mean, he's going to provide 200 soldiers, 200 spearmen, and 70 horsemen. So Paul, on his way from Jerusalem to Caesarea, is going to be guided by a small army of 470 Roman soldiers. I mean, think about that for a moment. If you saw something like that going down the road, let's just say you saw 470 police cars, and you knew that they were escorting somebody, you're going to think, wow, this is a bad mama jamma or whatever. So Paul is going to be protected. And they're going to do this at 9 o'clock at night. I mean, the Roman chief captain here wants to get this situation under control. He does not want to found out that a Roman citizen has been murdered. So he's going to take a very large, but I guess in perspective to Rome, a small army, and he's going to get him out of Jerusalem. He's going to provide them beasts. That means Paul's going to have multiple rides, I guess you could say, to get him to Caesarea, to bring him into Felix the governor. And this application says, let us trust in God and be very courageous for the gospel, wrote Charles Spurgeon, and the Lord himself will screen us from all harm. We smile with amusement at the precautions Claudius took to assure that Paul arrived safely in Caesarea for a hearing before the Roman governor. He assigned 200 soldiers, 70 horsemen, and 200 spearmen as guards to be sure nothing went wrong. That's 470 men to protect a single prisoner. Actually, there were 471. The Savior of the world was keeping watch over his own. Paul's real safety was not in the Roman soldiers, but in the never-forsaking, everlasting arms of his master. The Lord had used Paul's nephew, and now he used Roman legionnaires. All circumstances are very unlikely people are at his disposal. This prompts us to look beneath what is happening around to us to recognize what the Lord is doing for us. This gives us calm assurance and vibrant expectancy. Nothing can happen without his permission, and what happens cannot be understood until, with